2023 ended almost 2 weeks ago, and we saw and played many great indie games. In the world of boring and unfinished AAA games, we were able to experience the beauty of indie games, and last year was truly amazing, gifting us some great new games. There are many titles I would love to introduce to you, but I know how precious your time is, so we will stick with 10 games that I particularly like and some honorable mentions. Before delving into the list, remember to subscribe to stay up to date and check out my latest video about upcoming indie games in 2024. I bet you will find something you like. Pizza Tower is a fun and fast-paced 2D platformer game that takes inspiration from the Wario Land series. It focuses on moving quickly, exploring different levels and getting high scores. The game has a cool retro style with pixel art that looks like cartoons from the 90s. The main character is Peppino Spaghetti, an Italian man who is surprisingly agile and strong despite being overweight and bald. He wants to save his restaurant by destroying the Pizza Tower. You will join him on his adventure through the tower's wacky floors, collecting toppings and fighting monsters. You can also play as Gustavo sometimes. There are up to 5 floors to explore, each with many levels and secrets to discover. You'll have to fight monsters and other strange characters along the way. And don't forget, you get to destroy everything in your path, including those pesky rats. So get ready to become the ultimate Pizza Tower master. Terra Nil is a reverse city builder, a game about transforming lifeless landscapes into a thriving and vibrant ecosystem. Our job is to turn that soil into green lands, clean pollution, plant forests and create the ideal habitat for animals to call home. Of course, we won't leave our things behind, so we will recycle our buildings and leave no trace of our doings. Every time we play, we will encounter different landscapes. The maps are procedurally generated, so no playthroughs will be the same. Hand-painted environments, relaxing music and an atmospheric ambient makes this game a very relaxing and cozy experience. Darkest Dungeon 2 is a sequel to the highly popular and successful game of the same name developed by Red Hook Studios. Although the previous installment was well received and loved by a large player base, the developers decided to shake things up a bit. We still have all the good and familiar mechanics and characters from the previous game, the turn-based combat system, statistics and other similar elements, where progress depended on the development of the team and individual characters. However, one significant change is that we no longer have our own estate, but instead traverse Darklands by carriage and potentially upgrade it in the future. The game is still excellent and challenging. Although not everyone has embraced the new mechanics, personally I prefer the first installment, but that's probably a matter of nostalgia. For me it remains as one of the best releases in 2023, and if you haven't played it yet, just give it a try. The Last Spell is a tactical pixel art RPG game where your job is to defend your town against hordes of deadly enemies. During the day, you have time to upgrade your town, build defenses, gather resources and strategically place your characters to defend yourself through the night. You can fully customize your characters by improving their statistics, choosing skills and abilities and creating your own class. You are able to recruit team members and they will level up during the night as you fight off monsters. You can also aid yourself with siege machines and walls to create additional defenses and improve your chances of survival. When night falls, the real fun begins. You have to fight off hordes of monsters that grow stronger with each passing night, but with gathered resources, equipment and your characters gaining more experience, you will become stronger. This game is really challenging and has a vibe similar to They Are Billions, and it's a lot of fun. Sea of Stars is a modernized RPG that combines nostalgia with innovative gameplay elements. Developed by Sabotage, it promises a touch of their signature style in every aspect of the game. The turn-based combat system introduces timed hits and multi-character combo attacks, offering strategic options to hinder enemies. There are no random encounters or separate battlefields, creating a seamless and immersive experience. The navigation system breaks free from traditional grid-based movement, allowing players to swim, climb, vault and jump through the world. The game's custom-made render pipeline pushes the boundaries of 2D pixel art, creating a visually breathtaking world. With dozens of original characters and captivating story arcs, Sea of Stars explores classic themes of adventure and friendship while delivering unexpected twists. Additionally, players can engage in various activities such as sailing, cooking, fishing and playing tabletop games to provide a change of pace. Sea of Stars respects retro classics while incorporating modernized features for a smooth and enjoyable experience. Battlebit Remastered is a game that combines elements from games such as Battlefield and Call of Duty. It is a multiplayer game that allows gameplay for 254 people on a single server. It has a simple and straightforward progression system where you unlock customizations for your weapons based on kills. You can gain experience for your main level from whatever you do, like tending to people, shooting, transporting teammates, destroying vehicles or repairing them. Then, as you gain more levels, you will unlock more weapons, vests, belts, helmets and gadgets for your character and its class. And yes, this game features a good old basic class system where you can play as, for example, a medic or a technician. The maps are very big and the environment is fully destructible, so no walls will help you if someone has C4 or an RPG. The game has a vast array of different vehicles, so the fight happens on the ground and in the air, and it has a great community. I spent a lot of time playing this game solo and with my friend. It was a lot of fun. The time we put into this game was something to remember. We've met a few great people, laughed a lot and created great memories. I'm glad that I was able to play this game in its peak popularity, and even though its current condition isn't good, I will always remember this game as one of the best from 2023. So this game is basically a mashup between Stardew Valley and Pokemon. It's a cozy farming sim where you will collect monsters, explore and meet friendly NPCs. In this beautiful pixel art game, you take on the role of an aspiring alchemist and become a new resident in a floating town full of new faces to meet, befriend and even romance. Throughout the journey you will explore procedurally generated islands with diverse biomes and creatures to collect. You can use various types of transportation, such as balloons or gliders, to travel between islands. You will collect resources along your way to help yourself with your alchemy, build furniture, customize your house and find, battle and tame over 100 spirits. Apart from that, there are also many other activities to enjoy, such as fishing, farming, exploring dungeons and much more. The sequel to one of the best Metroidvania games ever made, Blasphemous 2, is just a direct continuation of the first game. Really, every aspect of the game is the same. Graphics are basically the same, the theme, and we still play as the penitent one, but we've managed to get new interesting things. We still fight hordes of grotesque monsters and we explore dark and gothic landscapes. We've got improved abilities and are able to use different types of weapon this time. This is still our good and old and dark Metroidvania. It's still challenging and just good as it is. And we've got some great new things to try. It still looks amazing and it's a lot of fun to play. In this game you become the captain of a fishing trawler and set out to explore various remote islands of the Maros archipelago. But don't be fooled, it's not a relaxing and cozy fishing game. Apart from sailing and catching fish, you will also fight off eldritch horrors. Your job is to navigate a small boat, catch fish, and there are a lot of them, return to sell them, upgrade your ship and set sail again. So it's not that difficult, right? But the fun begins when night falls. You may not be able to tell if it's something playing tricks on your mind or if something is lurking in the darkness. Explore different areas, complete quests and uncover the secrets of the archipelago. This is one of my favorite games last year and I highly recommend giving it a try. So, before we delve into the top game on my list, I would like to introduce you to some honorable mentions. And last but not least, as the number one on my list, Dave the Diver is one of the best cozy games this year. Our job is fairly simple, or at least it appears so. Our task is to dive deep into the ocean during the day, catch fish and various sea creatures and bring them out of the water to prepare food for our restaurant that runs at night. We can upgrade our equipment and our boat, hire new workers for our restaurant and create a thriving business. Along the way, we will encounter a cast of quirky and lovable characters, forging new friendships. The game offers many other things waiting for us deep in the ocean. We will encounter characters and creatures who aren't very pleased to see us in the depths. This game is genuinely great and a lot of fun to play. Just dive into it and you will see how good it is. And that's everything I've prepared for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you discovered some great and fantastic titles to play, and I would love to hear which games you liked the most. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.